Welcome back to Mildly Entertaining. I'm Void,
I'm Jack.
and today we're doing Am I the Asshole?
Yes, you are. Oh, you mean people on Reddit. That one.
Wow. Wow, that's rude. You know what? I'm going to my trailer. Wait, I'm already there.
And I'm in here with you. So who's our first asshole?
Our first potential asshole
Yes, potential.
is... Yeah. So you had to be,
I mean, I have to not be judgmental.
Thank you, because obviously I didn't know where I was going with that.
Oh,
My
fine.
brain just shut off in the middle of that thought.
That's okay. My thought shuts off in the middle of my brain, so.
Wait, what? Wait, this is what I heard. Your thoughts are my thoughts in the middle of my brain.
We'll go with that. That's staying in the video.
Okay.
I have to excuse my sister.
Right.
She has Irish potato ears.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Anyway. What a wild intro. Am I the asshole for dropping my kids off with my wife when she is with a grieving friend? Interesting.
So this one has a not the a-hole tag, which means that the Reddit doesn't seem to think this person is an asshole.
But do we deem her or him an asshole? They, them.
Them, that person, the poster.
My wife's best friend, Jessie, lost her husband about a month ago.
Sad.
My wife has been at home. What?
That's sad stuff already. Like, we're off to sad start.
Yeah. It sounds like... I don't even want to say.
No, let's read more.
My wife has been at her home almost every single day since. My job has me being on call some nights and money is tight, so I can't not be on call. I know Jessie is struggling, but it is stressing me out a ton to be basically a single parent since my wife is never home. I have talked to her about cutting back, but that ends up in an argument about me being heartless. Yesterday I was on call and I actually got called in. I couldn't leave our two daughters home alone, 6 and 9. So I called my wife telling her that she needs to head home now. I need to leave. She told me no and to figure it out. Well, I got angry there.
I'm already being judgmental.
I'm already looking at you with a... I'm already snorting in haughty derision. No, it was a look of haughty derision. That's right. I've seen that clip so many times, and I still don't know.
No.
For reference, I'm referencing The Big Bang Theory.
You don't know we're wrong yet. Haughty derision it is.
We don't have the money for a sitter. My parents live too far away. Her parents aren't allowed near the kids. They suck. And my friends have their own lives as families. It honestly sounds like she sucks, too.
Yeah, told you. Already being judgmental.
Yeah.
I'm already there.
You know what? I kind of went in this already judgmental. Because I'm a judgy bitch. What? It's a personality trait. A lot of people call it charming. Nobody.
Nobody calls it charming.
Nobody calls it charming. No. Yeah, no. Nobody calls it charming. So I packed up the kids I
think he meant on.
And on my way to work, dropped them off at Jessie's house. My wife was pissed that I did that. When I got back, we got into a huge argument and I told her that she actually needs to be a parent, that I'm very sick of her playing house at Jessie's house, and we have our own kids. She thinks I'm a heartless fucking man, and I told her to be a parent to our kids.
Not the asshole. I agree with the Reddit.
There is one asshole in this whole story, and it is the wife.
Yes.
Would it be wrong to call Jessie an asshole as well?
No, she's the asshole. But that's not the point of the post.
No, think about it, though. No, I know that, but fuck you. Think about it in the fact that Jessie is not telling her best friend to go like, hey, I have other friends. You don't need to be here all the time. I know you have your own life. You have your own responsibilities. I'm not your burden.
Okay, but on that same point, we can't be sure that that's not being said because we only get this from the poster's point of view, and he's not witness to
Yeah,
that.
that's fair. And in grief, like, you're not thinking straight.
No.
You're really not. So I guess in that sense, yeah, the only asshole in the story is the wife.
Because we don't know enough about the Jesse side of it to really make a decision on that one.
I'm going to look in the comment.
2 very boring minutes later.
Yeah, a day with a grieving friend is needed. A week is kindness. A month when you have kids at home is bizarre.
And then the first response, neglect is the word you are thinking of, not bizarre. The wife is neglecting her family. Big time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like every response is to that response, and it just keeps going and going and going. Also, I like...
Generational trauma is definitely a possibility, but she has to have the capacity for insight to make any improvement for her family's next generation. It has to start with, how can I change this? I 100% agree.
I just want to point...
100% agree.
I just want to point out the user... I really don't want to say their name online, but the one that says, good point.
Yes.
I love what they're called. An asshole
You mean Dubs and 49ers?
No, I mean asshole aficionado.
Yeah. I want that tag. We need that tag.
I think we have to actually participate and not just read them to random people on the internet.
This is completely fair.
Oh, someone else also said it's also weird that Jessie isn't acknowledging. But like I said, we don't know that she's not. We don't get that side of the story because the poster's not on that end of the story.
That, and she's grieving her husband.
Yeah. So there's no...
She experienced a major loss.
There's no way to know how Jessie is actually reacting because it sounds like even the wife would not mention that fact in the argument.
And I don't think this is an instance of cheating. I think this is an instance of the wife just doesn't have her priorities straight.
She's definitely got priority issues.
One last comment, okay?
Yeah.
Not the asshole. So she basically wanted you to either choose between getting fired or leaving your minor children unattended and risk CPS involvement. Your wife is neglecting her children. She needs a reality check. There's being there for your bestie, and there's completely disregarding your responsibilities. Jessie needs to call some family if she needs this much attention or consider inpatient care.
Yes.
The second one, the person who commented to that also talked about, like, yeah, it's great to have your friend there during your time of grief, but you also kind of want to be alone a little bit. And it sounds like Jessie's not giving her friend that option.
Yeah. I feel like there's like a balance to, yes, I want people
Mind
here,
you,
and no, go the fuck away.
Suki was a cat. But I'm glad that when he died, nobody, like, hovered over me. You know?
Yes.
Because sometimes I just need that alone time to reflect on the past, you know? Are we ready for potential asshole number 2?
Yay! Okay, so we're one no asshole so far.
Yes, one of 3.
Yes.
Are you ready? Am I the asshole for not making my daughter-in-law coffee and telling her I am not a barista? Would you like to note the tag on this one?
I am poo mode.
Not the a-hole poo mode.
And P-O-O in capital letters.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I have potty mouth.
But
I have
it's
potty
funny.
humor, so.
My son and daughter-in-law, Emily, are staying in our home, probably for the next month, due to water damage in their home. The company is fixing the damage, but the flooring was damaged, so it's not very livable right now. They have only been here less than 1 week, and I am having an issue. I can imagine when she wrote this, just like ripping her hair out.
Probably.
Or their hair out. I always do that. I assume. Anyway, I work nights and I come back home around 6:30 a.m. and then go to bed. My husband is usually up, so I make him a coffee/breakfast before I turn in. Just something like I like to do. More quality time before he heads to work. I asked my son and Emily if they would also like coffee or breakfast before they go to work. They said no to food, but yes to coffee. That was easy, and I just made 2 extra cups. Asked them to tell me if they want me to change how to make their coffee. I thought they would just tell me use this cream or if they had a preference on blend. Emily texted me last night and said she left instructions for the coffee.
Being judgmental
Already,
again.
major red flags.
I'm being judgmental again.
Haughty look of derision. This morning, I came home to a very detailed instructions how to make a complex coffee. It was like a Starbucks drink. She wanted foamed milk on top, different syrups, a specific coffee bean ground fresh, and a different brewing method. We have a drip coffee machine. Most of the stuff was on the counter. Okay, so basically she's just lazy then. Because all you had to do is take the black cup of coffee and then go do your syrupy goodness stuff. And why? I don't understand what foamed milk is. So,
Me either.
like, what the difference between that and milk? I don't understand. Except that foamed milk is technically heated, I do think. And maybe that's...
That could be, yeah. Could just...
So it doesn't cool down the coffee.
Maybe. Or mix in it. She did say on top,
Yeah.
so it may prevent mixing.
Yeah.
But again, I'm already being really judgmental.
Look of haughty derision. I decided I wasn't doing that and just made the normal coffee. Emily wasn't happy and we got into an argument before she went to work. I basically told her I am not a Starbucks barista and I am not doing all that. She told me I shouldn't have offered in the first place if I wouldn't make the coffee to her liking. We left on a sour note. I have been getting texts from my son about not being hospitable, so I am having trouble sleeping at the moment. Should I just make the coffee? No. Hard no.
No.
Your son can make the coffee. You can go to bed.
For starters, Emily is a guest.
Yes.
Secondly, no. The poster is right. It's not a Starbucks. This is a kitchen coffee machine. So when she asked, it was insinuated. You know, do you want more cream, more sugar, less, none, whatever. If you want that kind of coffee, go to Starbucks.
Well, the poster even said that stuff's sitting on the counter. She could just walk over to the counter and make it.
Yeah, but it was only most of the stuff. And I bet the stuff that was missing was the stuff even the poster didn't have. Such as the brewing method and likely a bean grinder.
Yeah, the brewing method because they have a drip coffee machine,
Yeah.
like ours.
Yeah, like
ours.
like you would find in a normal kitchen.
They probably don't have anything to foam milk, but honestly, if it's just for the heat, just heat it up on the stove a little bit.
Right, but it's like if you don't drink normal coffee, you don't ask a person who does to make you special coffee.
Normal being black, sugared, or creamed.
Well, breakfast coffee. I would say breakfast coffee. If when I say coffee,
any coffee can be breakfast coffee.
Right, but I'm saying if your first thought when I say the word coffee is a drip machine sitting on a countertop in your kitchen, that's normal coffee.
Yeah, but if you're thinking like
if your first thought
what you would buy at Starbucks or Dunkin's,
is a laundry list of ingredients, you
make that yourself.
You make that yourself, or you go find the places that make that. Because that's what they do.
Because I've seen on TikTok, a lot of people will make those coffees at home. They'll buy the special machine stuff. So, but one, I do understand that this is not the daughter-in-law's home. It is the mother-in-law's.
Yeah.
But most of that stuff was sitting on the counter. You don't need a specific coffee bean. You don't need it ground fresh. You just need ground coffee.
Yeah, if she had stopped at Syrups, if the list had stopped at serves, even I would have been like, okay, I can do that. That's not real bad. But it's like, okay, now you're asking me to do things that I either can't do and would have to go and get a method to do.
Or I'm too tired to do.
Yeah, because, like, some of this stuff, especially, like, a different kind of coffee machine, sometimes that can be really expensive. And I don't want to have a different coffee machine just on the off chance that you show up. Like, for one person, that's a waste of money.
The OP said that Emily texted them, the son texted them about not being hospitable. But can we normalize guests
Acting like
not
guests?
being assholes?
Yeah, can we normalize guests
Yeah.
acting like guests?
Yes, she is family, but she is a guest in that home, and she sounds incredibly ungrateful. So yeah, I agree with Reddit, not the asshole.
No, not the asshole. I would say the poster probably could have... Mind you, there was no way to know that Emily was going to get so specific. But me personally, I don't like a lack of detail. So usually when I say something, I explain it even if I think you know it. It's kind of a bad habit of mine because I come off as mansplaining a lot. I don't mean to. But I would have said, I would have kept going with that. Tell me how you want it. More cream, more sugar, anything that I can already do.
I feel like that's what the OP was trying to get at too.
Right.
Did you want like a specific brand of sugar or creamer or something?
Right. And like I said, that's what she was insinuating because there was no way to know that she was going to get this laundry list from Emily.
Exactly. And as an example, you and Mom use powdered dairy-free creamer, but maybe Emily would have preferred a liquid dairy creamer.
Or maybe she likes milk.
That's all That's all OP was asking.
Yeah, just things I already can do around the house to make what I make to your preference, not so that I can make the coffee you prefer, just so I can make something you can drink.
Here is a reply deep within replies, but I'm just going to read this reply.
Okay.
I think their point was they should be accommodating you, not you accommodating them. You're doing them a huge favor by letting them stay with you.
Yeah. So they're pretty much just saying, can we normalize guests acting like guests?
Exactly. And there was a small edit that just stated that they sent this to their son and daughter-in-law, but nothing past that.
Yeah. I like...
I did look in the account. There's no further...
If you look down from that comment, past the response to that comment, another poster says, keep ignoring your son's wife's ridiculous demands. His wife can prepare her coffee the way she wants on her way out. And tell your son if they want to be waited on, go to a fucking hotel.
Yeah.
And then there are 4 NTAs as the last sentence of their comment.
Yeah, not the asshole, not the asshole, not the asshole, not the asshole. Yeah. And especially to ask that when you're trying to go to bed. You're just trying to be nice.
The one under that...
Basically, the daughter-in-law is trying to take advantage of them.
Really? The one under that admits to being autistic, and even they realize when someone offers to make you something and ask how you like, you don't make a binder of instructions. You make a variation within reason.
Yeah.
I
agree, yeah.
But that's what we were getting at. You make that's what she was insinuating, a variation within reason. Meaning, with whatever I already have, how can I make this so that it's, drinkable? Because not everybody likes coffee. Hell, I didn't like coffee for many years.
Well, not everybody likes black coffee.
I cannot stand black coffee.
In this scenario. Because she did ask for the coffee, so...
Yeah. And here's the thing. She was offered a coffee the first time before the list was made.
Yeah, and it was fine.
Yeah, and the poster never said she didn't
drink it. So
drink
why is it fine now?
Yeah, so what's wrong with making a reasonable variation to that coffee? Clearly you like that coffee.
Because in daughter-in-law's mind, mother-in-law, that's what I'm assuming she is, mother-in-law opened it up to be waited on.
No, you are not. I feel like this incident is the opening of a door into a palace of red flags that the mother-in-law is about to notice.
I am housing you. I am already doing above and beyond. You two are adults. Figure it out.
Yeah. Mind you, I would house my children and their
Oh, yeah. Same.
if that happened to them. But I'm not obligated to. Even as a parent. That is not an
No,
obligation.
I am not.
I could have told them, look, you need, go find yourself a hotel to stay in for a few days. Could have said
Here's
that.
some other resources.
No, I brought you into my house. You will respect my house.
You respect me.
Okay? Because in this instance, this is exactly what your life was before you were old enough to move out.
Yes.
Minus the I can ground you and take away things.
And to be quite frank, if you're going to live even temporarily under my roof and act like a child, I'm going to treat you like a child.
I will treat you like a child. So we're two now. Two not the assholes.
Yes. Last post. Am I the asshole for asking my sister-in-law what she's doing with her degree after she implied my university wasn't prestigious enough?
This one's a little confusing. I think we'll have to hear more.
I will note, Reddit has stated not the asshole, but let's see how we
Yes.
think. Last night, my husband, our 2-year-old daughter, and I were at my in-laws. My sister-in-law sat, and her husband and kids were there too. The topic of one of their cousin's kids going to university came up. We talked about how going to a good university helps in networking. I mentioned how I had gotten my first business analysis job because my interviewer had also gone to U of T. I guess University of Tennessee.
Or Texas. There's a lot of T's. I guess we would have to know where that town name is at. Because I can't even pronounce that.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. At this point, my sister-in-law chimed in with U of T, Mississauga, right? So not the actual one. My husband said politely that it's the same thing, and she just shrugged. I asked her where she went, and she said she went to U of T and added St. George campus. I then asked how she's using her degree. I knew she was a stay-at-home mom, so that's why I'm here.
That might have been an
Why
asshole
I'm
thing
here
to
that
say.
I may have been the asshole thing to say. She said she chose to be a stay-at-home mom and kind of stopped talking to me. My husband thinks I was out of line. Admittedly, I didn't think it through when I said it. Just said what came to mind. He says her question was tactless but not malicious. I said it was rude, and that's what mattered. And the premise of it was just wrong. But I have been reconsidering it. She has texted him about how out of line I was. He's told her that it was a misunderstanding between everyone and to let it go. Am I the asshole?
Oh, there's an update.
Well, let's talk about the original post first.
I think the comment was kind of assholey, but I don't think the need to respond to her comment was assholey. Does that make sense? Like calling her out for being, because some people do choose to be a stay-at-home mom, and I feel like that's a powerful decision to make.
Yeah, or stay-home dad.
You're right. We'll say stay-at-home parent. In this case, though, it was a stay-at-home mom.
A sap.
Yeah, and that's a powerful decision to make.
Especially after graduating college.
Right, but
I think both comments were tactless.
yeah,
I don't think either
necessarily an asshole. It was just a lot of tactlessness going along.
Well, I don't think either came necessarily from a place of malicious intent. I think they were just to kind of poke the bear a little bit, you know?
Yeah. I don't think the sister-in-law had any right to say what she said, but the wife didn't need to respond the way that she did.
Yeah, no.
But
especially because, yeah, it hurt the sister-in-law's feelings. But, like, now also, sister-in-law knows she got under her skin.
Yeah.
Alright, update. I was heartened by all the NTA votes. I read a lot of the comments and really appreciated those saying I wasn't the instigator, so I was in the clear. As I read more comments and the way my sister-in-law was being mentioned, it made me feel bad. I don't blame the comments. They were only going by the context I had provided. But I took the fact that my sister-in-law being criticized heavily was making me uneasy as a cue to mend the relationship. She isn't a bad person. Her and I aren't BFFs, but have always been cordial to each other. The not the asshole verdict had given me the peace of mind that my reply wasn't totally uncalled for. I asked my husband if she was still messaging him. He said she'd just sent a final wall of text of how hurt she was and then gone quiet. I asked him that what he thought. He said he told her that her remark was thoughtless, but told me that there's levels to this. My reply really cut her. I told him I was willing to apologize if she did too. Last night, I got a call from her. She said that she had realized that her comment about UTM had come across as insulting and that it was not her intention. She said she was really proud of me and my career and the way I juggled it with being a mother and apologized for her remark. I thanked her. It said my comment about her degree was out of line, that she's an awesome mother and my remark had zero thought behind it. It was just me saying whatever I could in the moment. She broke down a bit, and that honestly made me feel terrible. I teared up too, and we just agreed to put this behind us. Like I mentioned in my original post, my reply was instinctive. I don't think she was wasting her degree, and I hope her comment had equally no thought behind it, but I'm glad I patched it up with her.
See, grown-up things.
Yeah, it was a wholesome update.
Yay, wholesome update.
Yay! And a great one to end on, too.
Yeah, so
honestly.
we have a third Not the Asshole and a wholesome update.
Yeah.
Yay!
Which kind of makes up for the fact the second one didn't have an update.
No.
And I was really, really upsetty spaghetti about that. I'm just saying. Reading through
some of the comments, I can see why the original poster was getting mildly upset about the way the sister-in-law was being.
I don't think either comment was necessarily thoughtless. I just don't think they were thought through. I think both were meant to poke the bear. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think either came from a malicious standpoint. It could be that maybe sister-in-law was just having a bad day that day. I mean, that happens. People are people. They err on. They're people, you know?
They're just people. we are people, so we know this.
Yeah. We are people, so we know people.
We are also honest, true people, human people, and we know this about other human people.
We graduated from the University of People.
You of P.
You a pee or you a poo. Oh my god.
We're terrible.
We're stupid.
Don't
mind us, we're stupid.
We are stupid. We had a brain cell between us, but somebody took it. We don't know where it went.
Yeah. Or our cat had it at one point, but he's dead, so...
That's probably where it went.
We're not sure what happened. Yeah, he probably just kept it. I don't know.
Lost to the ethos.
We lost some marbles.
Lost some marbles? I can't even find the bag.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
Well, at least we get to end it on a good wholesome update. I like those.
Yeah. Though I kind of wish one of those was a little bit more drama.
I like wholesome. It's a good palate cleanser.
It is. I agree. It is.
So eventually we'll likely do more Am I the Asshole? And hopefully we'll get more drama, more wholesomeness. Hopefully from the same post. That would be amazing.
You know what? I think the viewers will really love what next week's video is.
No spoilers.
None? Not even like...
No. None.
None?
None. They have to come and see.
You heard the man. No spoilers.
Hush.
No spoilers.
Nobody tell Tom Holland.
Shh. It's a secret. Nobody tell who?
Tom Holland, or he'll tell everybody.
What? Is this something I'm not... Is this a secret I'm not privy to?
It is a secret. Shush.
It just... Why? Where does Tom Holland play into this?
He doesn't. That's why we're not telling him.
I'm so confused.
And that's a good way to end it.
Yeah. Bye.